In 1888, a special imperial selection was held in the Forbidden City. In this selection, the empress daughter Cixi arranged 18-year-old Guangxu to marry Cixi's niece, who was known as Empress Longyu. The formal wedding process happened at the beginning of 1889. The Qing government spent 1.5 years preparing Guangxu's wedding ceremony. The whole wedding process spent 5.5 million stale silver, and about 4 million stale silver were used to prepare the dowry for empress and 2 imperial concubines. About 1 month before the wedding ceremony, Taihe Gate, Zhendu Gate, and Zhaode Gate were burned. The Qing government had to spend extra money repairing Zhaodu Gate and Zhaode Gate. Because there was no time to repair Taihe Gate, craftsmen had to temporarily build a fake Taihe Gate using papers. If including those expenses, Guangxu's wedding spent over 6 million stale silver, which was over 25% of Qing government's revenue in 1888. If you think in the late Qing dynasty, the Qing government had serious financial difficulties, and 6 million is too much, I will tell you. About 20 years ago, before Guangxu's wedding, Cian and Cixi spent 11 million stale silver on Tongzhi's wedding, and the Qing government spent 3 years to prepare Tongzhi's wedding. The details of Guangxu's whole wedding process, including the preparation, were recorded in the documents called 大婚典礼红档. Through those documents, we can know details about Guangxu's wedding. For example, where the money was spent, who made the items used in the wedding, what dress the empress exchanged on her wedding day, etc. Meanwhile, the whole wedding process, except 2 steps, were drawn by the imperial artists. Guangxu's wedding was the only empress wedding in ancient China which was recorded by images. Guangxu's wedding briefly had 3 phases: before the wedding, on the wedding, and after the wedding. In a previous video, I briefly introduced the traditional Han Chinese wedding process, which included 6 steps. The first 5 steps happened before the wedding ceremony. For the Qing Empress wedding, the empress was selected through the imperial selection, so the empress wedding didn't need the steps 问名 and 纳吉. In the empress wedding, the name of 纳征 was changed to 大征. In the step 请期, the groom's family picked up a great day, then confirmed the date with the bride's family. After getting the agreement of the bride's family, the wedding date was settled. The empress' wedding date was picked by the department called 钦天监, and needn't confirm with the empress' family. So the empress' wedding didn't have the step 请期. After those adjustments, the empress before the wedding phase only included 纳采 and 大征. The empress on the wedding feast included 策立, Fengying, Hejin, and 祭神. 策立 was the most important step of the wedding ceremony, because this step was formally giving the bride empress status. On the wedding day, common people should personally pick up their bride from bride's family, which was called 迎亲. The emperor, no matter in which dynasties, didn't personally pick up the empress. Instead, they sent some high-level government officers to pick up the empress. So, in the empress wedding, 迎亲 was changed to 奉迎, which means under the empress' order to pick up the empress. 合卺 was the last step of wedding ceremony. After this step, the bride and groom formally became the couple. Including 合卺 in the Qing Emperor's wedding ceremony started from the Emperor Kangxi. Shunzhi's wedding didn't have this step. 祭神 was worshipping the gods. 合卺 and 祭神 were very private, so the imperial artist didn't draw those two steps. The empress after the wedding feast included 庙见, 朝见, 庆贺, 颁诏, and 筵宴. 庙见 was the step that the emperor brought the new empress to worship his ancestors. 朝见 was the new empress' first time formal visit to the empress' daughter. 庆贺 means the nobles and government officers sending blushing messages to the emperor. 颁诏 was the step that the emperor informed the whole of the country that he married an empress. In the Qing dynasty, the common people only know the emperor and his empress, and know nothing about emperor's other imperial women. 筵宴 was the last step of the wedding process. The emperor invited his father-in-law, close clan members, and high-level government officers to have a formal meal. If the emperor got married before he inherited the throne, he promoted his wife as the empress through 册封礼, empress promotion ceremony. There were no before the wedding steps for the empress promotion ceremony, and the new empress already lived in the Forbidden City. The step 奉迎 wasn't needed. The other steps were like the empress wedding process. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.